Beauty, welcome back to our channel. Today we are learning how to make banana bread in two ways, with or without an oven. And without wasting your time, let us get started. You're going to start by getting your bananas from your local market. Any shape or color of banana, just get your bananas. You're going to peel your bananas and drop in a bowl. I am using about 8 bananas for this recipe, medium sizes. Okay, don't worry, the full ingredient list will be in the description box. Then you're going to start by using your fork or a masher to mash the bananas into a paste, and then would add the other ingredients, mix all together, and in few minutes your banana bread is ready. And this time you don't have an excuse, so whether you have an oven or you don't have. Okay, so just make sure you watch this video to the end. When you're done mashing your banana, this is what you should have. Like I said before, you can use a fork. If you don't have a masher like this, you're going to get some eggs. I'm using about 2 eggs, okay, room temperature egg. We're going to drop it in, get some vegetable oil. This is about 2/3 cup of oil, so you just measure your 1/3 cup 2 times. Yes, pour it in, and you also get your milk. You can use the evaporated milk. You can dilute some powdered milk in warm water and just mix together. Yes, the full ingredient list, like I said before, will be in the description box, so just check it. Okay, you're gonna mix together. Are you still there? You're going to get some flour. We're using about 2 cups of your regular all-purpose flour, and now we are going to sift this flour in our batter. The reason why you sift your flour, why sifting your flour is important, is so that your flour can be lighter, it can be easier to work with. That is baking soda and 2 pinches of your salt. We're going to sift everything together into a bowl, and then we will mix together. So sifting your flour is very important, and you never can tell, there might be dirt in your flour, so just try and sift it. Of course, we need some sugar, and this is a cup of sugar. Everything in now, we're going to mix together. You can use a whisk like I am using. You can use your spatula, you can use whatever you have. Okay, just use it. Just make sure you mix into a batter. If, for instance, you find out that your batter is too thick, you can always loosen it up by adding more liquid, in this case your milk. Okay, but if you follow the ingredient measurements like step by step, I am sure that you're going to end up with a perfect batter, not too thick and not too thin. Okay, so this is what you should get. Now you're going to get your cake pan. You can use a bowl, use a plate, whatever you have. Then you're going to get what they call parchment paper, also known as baking paper. You can find this in any cake baking store around you. Now, in order for this parchment paper to fit into our pan, we are going to cut the sheet a little at different angles. Okay, the 4 corners, just so that the papers can overlap each other in the pan. Then we're going to start by brushing the pan with some butter or your margarine, just so that the paper can stick to the baking pan. If you don't have a baking sheet or a baking paper, you can just do this directly and dust with your flour. So when you're done, brushing the pan with your butter, just sprinkle some flour, shake off the excess, and you are good to go. Now we are trying to fit our baking sheet in our baking pan. Did you see why cutting the edge of the paper might be a little necessary? Now we have that set aside. We are going to fill our cake pan with our banana bread batter. Yeah, hope you're still there. Make sure you don't overfill your pan, because when it starts to bake, it's going to swell up. So you need to leave a little space in your pan to allow your batter what am I saying, butter to puff up. Okay, now we are going to top up our banana bread batter with some chocolate chips, yes, and some cashew nuts. You can use any topping of choice. This is what I have in my house, and that is why I'm using it. Okay, just use anything. You can use granite, you can use kuli, anything you have, use it. Okay, now we are going to bake this first in a pot. Let me show you how to bake in a pot. Get any pot of choice, preferably an old pot, an aluminum pot like this. Sprinkle some salt, just a little bit of salt, or sand. So people use sand, but I prefer to use salt. Yes, just sprinkle it so that there will be something under the pot to absorb the heat. Now you're going to get any stove top like this, put in the pot, and you're going to cover your pot maybe for like 5 minutes so that the pot can just heat up for a few minutes on low heat. Okay, on the other hand, if you have an oven, this is what I'm using to bake. Open it up, put in your oven, and set your timer to bake for 25 to maybe 35 minutes at 180 degrees. And now our pot is well heated. We're going to drop the other pan in the pot. Can you see the way we are doing it in a very demure way? And you're going to cover your pot and shikena. Just leave it. Let it just bake. You can check it once in a while to know if it's going well. But trust me, in 20-30 minutes, you would have a perfect recipe. And to check for doneness, just stick a toothpick inside your banana bread. If it comes out clean, you are good to go. This is the one that came out from the oven, and you guys, it came out so perfect and very, very tasty. You guys have to try this recipe. You will not mess up when you try it, okay? And now we're going to leave this to cool before we slice it up. Let's check up on our banana bread in a pot. This is what we have, you guys. After, let's say, 30 minutes, this is what I have. And yeah, I checked for doneness. Perfect. We're going to take it out as well. I hope you're still there. And you guys, if this is your first time on this channel, you are watching this video, hey, you're welcome on board though. My name is Tosin. My mission is to help you become a better home cook with easy step-by-step recipes like this. So if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please now subscribe now. Thank you so much for subscribing, especially if you want total access to recipes like this, step-by-step, easy, affordable, and homemade recipes with relatable ingredients and gadgets. Yes, I know you like it. Anyway, this is what we have. Our banana bread is ready. Please try this for your family members. They will be so impressed. They will love it. Okay, thank you so much guys for watching. I love you guys from the depth of my heart. Bye guys.